What was it like when you first came to church?
Nervous at first.
Yeah.
And then relaxing. Like the music was, usually when you go to church, it's hit or miss with the music. So sometimes it's a choir and you don't know what to expect, you know?
Okay, that's true.
But the music was just really nice, very uplifting. It had great beat, and then everyone's, playing their instruments. I mean, It was awesome. I wasn't expecting that. People to be standing up and singing. It was almost like I was more mellow.
Yeah.
I was always, just high-strung and just wanted to yell and just be boisterous. And, after going to church, I just felt so relaxed and so at ease. And then going home, the whole day I didn't yell at the kids. It was just really nice and just refreshing. And
there's a really stark change like that.
It was huge, because usually I go home and I'm like instantly, what are you doing? Clean your room. The dishes aren't done. So to me, I just felt a sense of relief, like just weight off my shoulder. It just felt like I went home and the rest of the day was just amazing, the whole day. And then it progressed that whole week. Like we didn't argue. Everything was good. I'd ask them to do something, and they did it, and they asked me to do something, and it was just totally different. So it was weird to me, because I was just like, what's happening, It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What did Tony have to do to get you to come, to visit the Tri?
Just keep on asking him. He asked and asked and asked and asked and asked. I don't even know. I can't even remember how many times he'd asked. So for a while there, he just wasn't asking. He was just going because that's what he wanted to do, and he knew I wasn't ready. And then one day he just asked, and I said, well, yeah, go. And then of course he freaks out, He's like, oh, cool, So he was all excited for me to come. So it was nice. I wasn't expecting it to be so relaxing and at ease. I was thinking more like, you have to dress, in your best, and you have to do the right thing and say the right thing, and it wasn't that way. It was just everyone was just very nice and very personable.
Has there been anything that's been a surprise?
I guess just about the faith. Really. I never experienced that, and then just with pretty much this last year, the year before, having faith and knowing that things are going to be okay. Eventually, it's going to get better, and for a long time, I just was always like, it's never going to get better. It's always going to be like this. But after going to church for the first couple times, I was just like, I'm going to have faith that it's going to work out, and everything happens for a reason.
So what's ahead, do you think?
I think good things. Kids, hopefully they continue doing what they're supposed to be doing. Life is good right now. I'm happy. Tony's doing well, I think. We're just constantly moving forward. We recently just got engaged. So that's huge. Crazy to me, but we're not going to rush into it. So he's told me that when I'm ready, then he's ready. So we're just going to take it nice and slow. I think everything is starting to come together.
So tell us about Christmas Eve.
Cooking for that lady that was, in need of food was awesome. And then it just all went together. Everyone was getting along. We had a good time. We were laughing. And it was good.
Because I remember you texted me and said, hey, I really feel like I need to cook for somebody.
Yeah.
I need to.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of said, well, I know one person that could really use that right now. Has had a rough stretch the last few weeks. And so I basically gave you a name and a phone number and said, okay, knock yourself out.
And it was good. And Logan was the one that wanted to come with me. He's like, can I come with you to deliver this food? And I said, that would be great. So we knocked on her door, we went in and gave her food, and she gave us a hug, even gave Logan a hug. And it was like breathtaking. So when we left, of course, I started to tear up a little bit like I am right now. And Logan's like, Mom, don't cry. And I'm like, well, for me, that was amazing that I could do something to see someone's face light up like that. That was huge.